Hey guys, what's going on? Flip Otaku, and today we're taking a look at some of my favorite import games for the Nintendo Switch. Now, one of my favorite features of the Switch is that it's region free, which means you can import games from all over, plug the cart into the console, and you're good to go. The first game I want to talk about is the Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remaster HD Collection. This is the Western version. Do not do what I do if you're short on space on your Switch. I bought this at Best Buy. This does not come with both games on the cartridge. It comes with 10 on the cartridge, and X-2 is a download. The PAL version, which you can import from PlayAsia, which I highly recommend you guys import most of your games from PlayAsia. They are great customer service, and just even though it takes a little longer for games to get here, because I believe they are literally shipping them from Asia, they just awesome. But the PAL version has both games on the cartridge, and X and X-2 are some phenomenal games, especially X. I remember getting it for Christmas one year and just falling in love with Final Fantasy all over again. And X-2, even though it gets shit on a lot, it has one of the more unique and better job mechanics out of any of the Final Fantasy games, and I stand by that wholeheartedly, but that's a topic for a different video. And speaking of Final Fantasy, another game that I want to highlight is World of Final Fantasy. Now, I did get this digitally because I did not know there was a physical copy, but the Asian version does have the English voices and subtitles, and it is a fun little turn-based JRPG with a Pokemon-like mechanic where you're collecting monsters and characters from the Final Fantasy games, and a pretty cool stacking mechanic where you stack the monsters on top of each other, and it dishes out more defense and health, and it's just overall, it's a lot of fun. Very chibi art style, so if that's not your thing, you're gonna have to pass. But if you are okay with that art style, I highly recommend you checking out World of Final Fantasy. Next up, I want to talk about the Psycho Collection Volume 1. This is there's 3 of these, and it's a collection of 4 shmups, either it's vertical or side-scrolling. And one of the awesome other features of the Switch is that you can literally play the games vertically like they were supposed to be in like this in the arcades. And the games it comes with are Strikers 1945, Gunbird, Samurai Aces, and Soul Divide. And Soul Divide is the one that I think I keep going back to. I keep playing. I like the 3 characters you can select from. I like the bosses. I like the game mechanics a lot more. But if you want a good shmup collection that isn't like any of the mainstream ones, pick it up. It's awesome. Speaking of shmups, if you're a fan of the genre, you have heard of Darius. This is the Darius Collection. Now, this collection has its ups and downs. So this comes with 4 awesome versions of Darius. You get Darius 2, you get Sagaya, and Darius Gaiden, which are all awesome. But there was a more expensive version, which was a box set, and it came with, I think, 3 exclusive games. But I was not about to dish out an extra $100 just for 2 or 3 extra games that should have been in the original collection to begin with. But yeah, Darius is awesome. I'm sure if you're a hardcore Japanese game fan, you have heard of the series. If you're a shmup fan, you have heard of it. It's a legendary series. And last in this video, I want to talk about my favorite game that I'm going to showcase, Super Robot Wars T. This game is awesome. I've heard of the Super Robot Wars franchise before, but I wasn't too keen on it. This is just a anime and manga fans' wet dream. So it plays very similar to Fire Emblem and Disgaea if you've played those games, but it's a grid-based, turn-based game with some great smooth animation, and it just mismatches a bunch of franchises together. I mean, on the back of the box here, you got characters from Mobile Suit Gundam Double Z, Aura Battler Dumbine, which is a huge callback, Armored Trooper Vodoms, you got Cowboy Bebop, you got Gunsword, Expelled from Paradise, Mazinger Z, Mobile Suit Crossbone Gundam, what's the other one? Captain Harlock, sorry I'm having a brain fart. But the story's actually pretty good considering this is just like a mishmash of characters. It's in Japanese, you do have to read the English subtitles, but I'm totally fine with that. I'm glad that we even have one with English subtitles. This is a great game, and probably one of my top 5 favorite games on the Switch, and so far it's my 2nd favorite game release of this year, right behind Sekiro. But what do you guys like? What are some, do you guys import games? What have you guys been playing? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys want to see more game related videos, let me know. I can talk about some import PS4 games if you guys want to, but let me know down below, guys. I'm Flip Otaku, and I'll see you next time.